The Fancy Gadam XI Rudeboy concert 2026 is happening on the 30th of May 2026.
Fancy Gadam X Rudeboy.
And Fad Lan and friends are actually meeting on the 28th of May, that is Saturday 2026. Actually, this is actually having some friction. Let's talk about some of the things that is actually happening. That is it going to affect the Fancy Gadam concert as actually the biggest and the Fancy Gadam and Rudeboy concert? Because what Fad Lan they put his concert in, where they happen on the 28th, that is the Saturday to the 30th. You see, the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium is actually 21,017. That's the capacity of it. 21,017. That is the capacity of the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium. If you are filling it with a VIP of 200 cedis and a standard or a normal ticket at 100 cedis means, bro, you need no distraction. You need 100% focus, 100% non-activities happening on the ground for you to feel about over 20,000 capacity of a sports stadium like Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium. And you know, Fancy Gadam put things in place to do that, getting the 5 artists from the northern part of Ghana, each region joining. It's actually like, add something to the show. We have the Rudeboy coming all the way from Nigeria. That's the international big art. We know how well he's been recognized. We know how big Rudeboy is. So getting him on board is actually on point. Getting Hajar for real, all the way from Accra joining. Getting what do you call it? Shazino, who's also on Charlie. This is actually a massive thing. And still names are being added to. IB Melody and all those squad are being added to. And Fad Lan 2 position is owned on the 28th of May 2020. That is 2 days to Fancy Gadam concert. And the question is this going to affect Fancy Gadam? For him to be able to fill the studio, to sell out the ticket. Let's check out. You see, Fancy Gadam announced this, and 2 days later, Fad Lan also announced his own. Fancy Gadam dropped a song, Dogoyaro featured at B Melody. 2 days later, or less than 48 hours, Fad Lan also dropped Corner. And when you check Corner streams, it's actually about 500,000. That's over 500,000. That's 555,000 as I'm recording this video on Odomark. Fancy Gadam has chopped 250,000. That's half of 500. That's like half of what Fad Lan is able to get. And that is about 2 days interval. So, and when you see this song, you may see that Charlie, the Corner is a party song. And you see I've gone through the Fad Lan, tickets and the reservations, Charlie. 10,000, 2,000 bar voucher. Just take it, enjoy and eat. We have 3,000, you have 5,000, you have 2,000. That's for what? The table reservation only. Fancy Gadam is doing 200 cedis, and after that, he's adding a motor bike.
Amala chance now winning Absonic 150-30. Combien motorbike Mbala sponsored by Obo.
Just buy a 200 cedis ticket and get a free motorbike if you get to be the lucky winner.
Amala chance now winning Absonic 150-30.
And you see, these are all to promote the show, to get people to buy. And Fad Lan 2, they set him on for 28, which is actually going to affect the ticket, whether we like it or not. That is a fact. Because Fad Lan is actually not that small artist or someone who's actually doing something that is not going to attract or is not going to get the attention. He has the numbers. So basically, people who are supposed to go, like someone who is actually a true Fad Lan, a young Boo fan, will be like, you know what, I would like to have gone to Fancy Gadam because there's nothing going on around. But if you go to the Fancy Fad Lan own, it's very difficult. You see, let's put the cost aside. You go to Fad Lan, pay at least 100 cedis standard. You're going down for in and out. If you don't have a car, basically not 99% of the people who are going to the show don't have a car. So if you're going to Fad Lan, your charge your lorry fare, what you're going to eat, spendings, if you take your girlfriend out and all those things added up, Charlie, you need to get like 500 cedis so before you can spend that day. And 2 days to that show, you are going to be exhausted. So it's going to be difficult for people to go to Fad Lan show, move from there and go back to Fancy Gadam show. If you're not actually a one-done fan, and a true one-done fan will not like to go to Fad Lan own. Wait for Fancy. But some of us we are like neutral. We love Fad Lan, we love Fancy Gadam. We listen to both music as they drop. If you pay money, go to Fad Lan own for like. That's why let's say this video I'm going to do part 1 and part 2 because Fad Lan has not dropped the people who are actually going to join him. Maybe someone like the Makashi will be there, but he has not dropped a number of people who are actually going to be on that. And I think that is actually going to be a surprise to pull on closer to the dates to attract the people, and that is actually going to be a threat to Fancy Gadam.
This a control hella system be ready to slaughter, and it might be a brother. But tell me why. Show niggas off and they turn their back on me. Suddenly, Sunday you don't want somebody.
So, Fad Lan is actually bringing a show 100 cities, 200 cities VIP. Fancy Gadam is actually going to do his own too. 100 cities, 200 cities VIP. Now, let's check studio and the location. Fancy Gadam is doing it at a bigger place, needing over 20,000 or at least 10,000 people to pull up. Fad Lan leads like 1,000 to 500 because I don't know how big that lounge is, but I don't think it's going to take that places. I don't think it's going to take more than 2,000. I don't know though. I'll check on that one. So location, Fad Lan leads small amount of people, but those people are certainly going to be people who are actually music lover. Then if they all need the same audience, so if these people are actually going to buy to go to Fad Lan, so it's going to affect Fancy Gadam. And the monetary issues involved here is not be small money. Each and everyone is actually charging what they want. You get it? It's not a free show for Fancy Gadam to be like, it's free show. Come, Fad Lan can charge, and then the next day we can go. It's a free show after all. But if it's not a free show, we are paying 100 and 200. But let's be distant. From right now, that Fad Lan has not added anything. Fancy Gadam show is actually more recognized and more juicy because of the artists and the people he has added to the list. That is a fact that we all know. But the truth is, Fad Lan is going to announce people closer to the show, and that is actually going to be a nightmare for Fancy Gadam. And looking at the numbers, the love that Fad Lan's been having with Uma Mama has his drop, Set Me Free with a corner recently, Charlie. The numbers he's getting crazy numbers, and that's actually going to be also that affects Fancy Gadam. This is a show. So my question is, how, to what extent is this Fad Lan issue back and forth, in and out, going to affect the Fancy Gadam show? Will Fancy Gadam able to sell out the 21,017 capacity Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium? Will he do that? Can he sell out that stadium? Can he? If Fad Lan is going to pull like 4,000, bro. So we need to see, we need to hear, because looking at these numbers, where they see the in and out of them, no. Let's see what Fad Lan can do. Let's see the numbers Fad Lan can get out of this number. My name is Malik. Here is to you media. We are going to bring you the part 2 of this video, because as things are now, you're going to expect things to happen for other side. And when Fad Lan they pull numbers, first together they add something to it. We're going to bring you all of them. My name is Malik. Here is to you media. See you in my next video. Subscribe and put out some post notification. Bye bye.